Hello, my loves. Day 46 of the God Wants to Talk to You challenge. Also, today's my dad's birthday, FYI. And we're going to celebrate tonight, which will be exciting. My sister is on the way to our hometown. And I'm going to pick her up at the train station in a little bit. But before that, we'll read yesterday's letter, which I could not do yesterday. I wrote it yesterday, obviously, but I didn't record because I had to spend the afternoon and evening with my grandma and my auntie, and that was lovely. And so here we go. We read and contemplate, and then we read again. Dear God, what would you have me know today? My love. Love is the perfect playing field for evolution. While fear and pain might jerk you into awareness, it is your love for things to be better that makes you evolve. You evolve by building on what already is. In order to build something beautiful, you must see the beauty in what is before you now. Remember, everything is a fractal of the whole of reality. That means whether you consider yourself as beautiful and love worthy today affects what you will build next. All true evolution points toward love, toward truth. By recognizing the truth and love in this moment, you orient your whole reality toward this direction, and evolution occurs effortlessly because you just have to multiply what is already there. There is a reason why the heart feels safe to open when it is loved. It knows it changes in the eyes of the observer, and it will only change to what is true love. It is wise like that. All my love, God. So with this one, this was very interesting yesterday because I wrote and I was very distracted. And then I forced myself to continue writing and it felt super choppy and it felt like that doesn't even make sense. And then I read it, the whole thing, and I was like, oh my God, I think there's actually some genius in there. And this was yesterday. So when I read it today, it's like, I think there is genius in there, but some of it is actually still like above my head. Um, And that sometimes happens. And that is a part of that writing experience. And I guess all channeling experience, all connecting to higher wisdom experience, sometimes even evolution in itself, because sometimes we grasp and like touch like a future version of us, a future way to deal with life, to look at life, to experience life. And in our current experience, there's still a gap. But the new reality is shown to us, but we don't have the connection down yet. We don't feel at home in this new way of being, of looking at the world, of experiencing things because it's new. And what I have come to understand is that that is okay. That doesn't mean we're incapable. That also doesn't disregard, I don't disregard visions from the future anymore. Like a letter like this, where I'm like, oof, there's something in it that my current mind, my current understanding doesn't quite grasp yet. So I don't disregard it anymore because I just trust that when it comes out like that, there's something to it. And it's just my job to let the frequency of the words inform my being, my system, and then trust that the full understanding of it will land when it's time. And I understand more and more that that is such an important piece to evolution, to not drag the past or even the here and now with us, not attempting to drag my my current experience into a future, an elevated future version of myself. To just trust that when the time is right, this will just dissolve and a new me in the future will come into existence. It's like a disintegrating and a new version of me with an updated software will appear, and then I will be able to understand certain things. The same goes for, when we work on something consciously. I want to be able to deal with a situation about this and that better in the future. That is my goal. And I kind of like, I can see it, I can conceptualize it. And then, there are moments, when I'm like in my, let's say, I don't know, like in my morning practice when I write or when I meditate, or there was actually like a real life moment where I was able to, embody this new version of me that I thrive to just be. And when I have those moments, but then I fall back, which we call it fall back, it's just a new frequency that we have not yet stabilized, but it's still there. This letter was shown to me because something in my field is ready to pull it in and to integrate it at some point and like have it be part of my being, but it's new. So it's stretching me. And a new frequency that drops in and a new frequency that we get to touch also comes into our field because we're ready. But it's new, so it's stretching us. And the fact that we have not yet stabilized this new version just means that we got a sneak preview of what is going to be our normal, our new normal tomorrow, or in a week, or in a year. And so, what I have started to do with this, the way I see evolution, or how I, carry myself as I evolve, is that it's absolutely fine when there's a gap. It's absolutely fine when I have a clear understanding of how I want to address this, how I want to walk this, how I want to feel and, carry myself. But it doesn't work 100% of the time yet. Absolutely fine. I am not going to make this be a heavy thing or twist it and decide that this means this proves I'm not there yet. No, it's the other way around. All our evolution happens in the higher realms. It comes from the higher realms and then it descends and it comes into our physical and in our, stabilized body experience. But it comes from here. So all the new stuff I touch up here and it's like, but it's not all the way in our bodies yet. But it will. And if I touch a new thing and I get a glimpse of a new version of me, an elevated version of me, but I'm like, oh, but in my body it feels different, then I give this more meaning than that. And I refuse to do that. I know that what I feel here, what is stabilized here, is the product of all the work that I've done in the past. Good work, great work, got me here, created that, amazing. And there's more to come, more work to do. And I see that as a time delay. That what I touch here, I am today a mixture. I am the stabilized field of all the work that I've done in the past. And because we're constantly moving, constantly evolving, I'm also touching what's coming. And that I can hold. But what I don't do anymore is to take the density of the physical experience as evidence for how things have to stay and have to remain. I don't do that anymore. This is merely a product of the past. And it's wonderful. It keeps me anchored in this moment. Perfect. But from here, we're moving. So this is fine. I'm free to touch the new versions of me. And I get excited because those are glimpses in the future, into the future. And I know that the more significance, meaning, importance, love, most importantly, love, I give to that, the quicker it'll come, the quicker it'll descend. And in love and acceptance of what is now, and love and excitement for what's to come, the easier those will merge, the easier the new version will descend and become a new me. And then guess what? The things that I touch now will descend, become my stabilized field. And while they're being my new stabilized field, I will touch more new stuff. And so the key to me, for constant, fluent, effortless evolution is to notice the new frequencies, the new versions of myself that I get to touch, that I get to see, that I get to feel. And not let my current experience and a falling back into old ways, it's not really what it is. Can't step into the same river twice. I won't let that weigh me down. Future is calling. And I'll just let life carry me there. What else? This was actually the meta level of this letter. And then what did it actually say? Well, okay, so the one piece that is important is that everything is a fractal of the whole. Meaning, the way you experience the here and now in this moment is what you're casting out as a signal, as a creator signal for your own future. So in this very moment, I create calm and ease, a little bit, like looking at the clock and like, okay, am I going to be on time to pick up my sister? That's my experience of the moment. And in this very moment, this creator signal that I send out carries that. If I keep that constantly, continuously, and this will be exactly my future, because this is the constant signal that I carry out. Later today, I won't be looking at the clock. I make sure that I don't look at the clock all too often during the day, all too often during my life, so that I don't create a life of stress and lack of time. Lack of time, both illusions. And then whatever we create in the moment, create meaning, I choose the perception of my reality in that moment. If I choose to see reasons to be angry, to be worried, to be whatnot, then that is the reality that I create. And that is the creator signal that I send out. And the energy that I am in the moment is the energy that creates my future. So if I have different energies throughout the day, then it'll be a mix of those. You can look back at your day every night and ask yourself, so what's the energy chart of the day? And that'll be, if I continue to do that for the next day and the next day and the next day, that is the creator signal that I send out. Or do I want to change something? Have I looked at the clock too often? Have I been worrying too much? Then I change it. and I change my creator signal. Everything is a fractal of the whole of reality. Copy, paste. Okay, read again to close. Dear God, what would you have me know today? My love. Love is the perfect playing field for evolution. While fear and pain might jerk you into awareness, it is your love for things to be better that makes you evolve. You evolve by building on what already is. In order to build something beautiful, you must see the beauty in what is before you. Remember, everything is a fractal of the whole of reality. That means whether you consider yourself as beautiful and love-worthy today affects what you will build next. All true evolution points toward love, toward truth. By recognizing the truth and love in this moment, you orient your whole reality toward this direction. And evolution occurs effortlessly because you just have to multiply what is already there. There is a reason why the heart feels safe to open when it's loved. It knows it changes in the eyes of the observer, and it will only change to what is true. Love. It is wise like that. All my love, God. All right, my loves. I love you, and I'll see you soon.